Hey. So we spend a lot of time as a society talking about how women can become stronger. And usually what we're talking about is intellectual strength, professional strength, personal strength. But very rarely are we actually talking about physical strength. I'm Anna Kruchowski, and I really like to lift heavy stuff. I've been lifting weights for about 2 years now, and there's something really interesting that happens when you're a woman and lift weights, and you share this with somebody. There's this moment where they step back and they look you up and down, and they're like, how much of a She-Hulk is she under those clothes? Is this woman a monster? And I think this is fundamentally based on a few myths that are out there, misconceptions. So I'm hoping we can talk a little bit about those. The first one is really this idea that weightlifting is going to make you really unattractive. Because, you know, you're going to accidentally walk into a weight room, walk out, and look like that. That's what's going to happen. When in reality, there's a lot of really beautiful women who lift weights to boost their confidence, to look better. And this all stems also from this idea that muscle is going to make you bulky. Well, muscle's a lot smaller than fat, last time I checked, and it also helps you burn calories. What actually makes you really bulky is donuts, and I love them, don't get me wrong. If you have more muscle, you can eat more donuts. There's also this idea that weightlifting is dangerous for women, right? The truth is that all sports have some risks. I've experienced them. But you have to trust that if you do get hurt, it's not going to be that bad. Because ultimately, women aren't that breakable. Also, you're more likely to get hurt riding a bike. So lifting weights strengthens your body and makes it less prone to injury. It also makes your bones denser, which women, osteoporosis, bad thing. Be thinking about it. And if that's not enough, there's some other general health benefits. Women who lift weights have better sex lives. They often have better skin, and they sleep better. There's also a lot of other benefits, blood pressure, whatever, but we don't care as much about those, right? Ultimately, at the end of the day, it's really, really helpful. You know, who here has had to push a car out of a snowbank? Anyone? Anyone? Yep. Okay. Opening jars, you know, helping people move makes you a badass Good Samaritan. I recommend it. But it teaches us some really good lessons, too. Failure is important, and it is good. In the world of weightlifting, if you are not trying hard enough to fail, you are never going to succeed. And I think this is a value that we can translate into our everyday lives. And that same sort of strength of conviction, learning to walk up to a heavy object and throw it over your head, that sort of confidence translates to the rest of your life. This is Holly Mangold. She is insulted daily on the news for being overweight, but she's a beautiful, confident woman, and she loves what she does. And it comes down to this idea of strength versus beauty. Why are they mutually exclusive? Why are men strong and women are pretty and flexible? Why can't we start to blend those ideas together? Because ultimately, when we start thinking about what our bodies can do rather than what people look like, some great things happen, you know? This is Zoe Smith. She's a fantastic weightlifter. Everyone should look her up. Pause. So how do you get started? You first off want to find a gym that has all the materials that you need. Barbells, plates, cages, bumper plates. You know, you can go to machines, but they're only going to get you so far. So find somebody who can teach you, learn properly, and you're going to be stronger for it. But you also want a really strong community. You want women around you who also want to be really strong. And also the men are important too. You know, the person who taught me how to weightlift is a man. Supports a lot of other women in their lifting as well. And gentlemen, you play a very important role. You should support the women in your life who want to get stronger, or else. And you have to know that because women want to get stronger, it's not a threat to masculinity. It's not about getting stronger than men. So what changes? You know, the cynical part of me that works in advertising thinks that everything's just going to turn pink. There's a lot of accessories in weightlifting. I don't know if you guys know this. There'll be a lot of glitter. But another part of me wants to believe something bigger will change. That when all the women of the world are physically stronger, what changes? Are there more female CEOs? Is there less sexual assault? Is anorexia something of the past? Because ultimately, when we stop thinking of our bodies as something for people to admire and start thinking about functionally what we can do with them, there's almost nothing we can't accomplish. So, ladies, go lift something heavy.